Hey friend, Todd Chipman here, Dean of Graduate Studies, Associate Professor of Biblical Studies at Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, and teaching pastor at the Masters Community Church. Thinking about 1 John this week at MCC. This is an introductory sermon looking at 1 John. Last week wrapped up the Gospel of John. We were in the Gospel of John for about a year, such a joyful time. Our small groups have just continued and or just finished up reading the Gospel of John in a few different consecutive meetings, each of our small groups reading through the Gospel of John. I've just finished that and meditating on it, soaking in it, now into 1 John. When I come to a new book, I do an introductory sermon to overview broad themes, its structure, its theology, so that I can help folks understand what's coming. I want to give them a framework so that they can place various ideas into that framework in the weeks that come. And when we think about the Gospel of John and 1 John, it's almost as if 1 John is taking to a local church the broad theology and the sociological situation of what John writes about in his gospel. The pressures that Christians feel to conform to society, especially pressures from Jews. John articulates some of those ideas right in 1 John. And the key idea, I think, in 1 John chapter 2, they went out from us. It's that going out, it's the departure of many who seemed to be a part of the church. And why? Because of those pressures. Remember the pressure that the blind man's parents felt in John 9. So pointed was the opposition from the Pharisees that they denied how their son was made well. That's pressure. And that same pressure is applied inside to Christians, because if they go out, it's going to be easier for them. Life's going to get easier. They're not going to be opposed by the Roman Empire. They won't be opposed by the Jews. But for Christians, it's constant bob and weave just to survive and the difficulties that they face. That's why John writes so much about the need to love one another, because the believers truly did need one another. There weren't the various networks outside the church for support, for connection. And this is what John portrays throughout. So it's bringing these themes together, helping believers to understand that their co-identity with Christ and one another is the reality of experiencing Jesus in the local church. We really are a community. We were set apart from the world, and that experience is highlighted in our love for one another, our endurance, and our progress together are stimulating one another to succeed in Christ by enduring in him. Those are the themes we're looking forward to this week. For more sermon spotlights, go to biblicalstudiestoday.com. I'll let you know how it goes.